Alright folks, here's a preview video for the auction. Check that out. This is where we usually have all the furniture. Nothing. Not really. There's a loom over there. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. So yeah, nobody had to lug around a bunch of furniture for this auction. You know, it's not all small, tiny stuff, but you know. And then I say that, and there's a little vintage kids table and a waterfall dresser, but you know, for all practical purposes. So we'll start somewhere down here and go through Schlitz sign. Hey, he's got a banjo. That's pretty cool. Seagram 7. Rotating. I believe the bulb worked in it before, but it just went out. So
it's not that easy to change, but you know, it's cool. All right.
yeah, it's, you know, we don't want to go monkeying with it and changing it. So, but it definitely was working. These are great shots. Military. World War II era, at least they're wearing the stuff. Bottles, some optics, Boy Scout kind of Indian chief stuff. Those aren't girly ones, they're advertising. 1904 plat book, Jackson County. Should do well. Primitive scoops and such back there. Book stand or music stand. That is an ice bucket helmet. Watches, bunch of watches. It's like painted on glass. Then there is some really nice sterling jewelry, different gemstones. Are those
I don't know. The Yadro, no.
Yadro?
That one's,
No, not
I can't
Yadro.
quite read it.
Oh, I'm not. If you can't read it, I can't read it.
It's pretty faded.
It's like some hammers crossed together, and it's pretty faded. I don't have my glasses on me.
It says Germany.
Germany, usually good sign for quality. Alright. World War I helmet. Appears to be unit paint there. And some more stuff painted on there. It's not really working. Slides, big slides. 47th Bomb Squad, wooden placard. Looks like some belts. It's so dark in there I can't see. But look at the pictures. They'll be in there. Very timely. Freaky deaky. Is that Boomhauer back there?
Yep.
Game Boy, some games. Autographed hat, Lone Star. Flying Knights Air Circuits, 1933. Scout stuff. I don't know what that is. Midwest Research Institute, maybe? No. Tron cup. Pretty neat. Don't put it in the microwave. Yeah, maybe you can. So it's just full of like vintage clothes, like you used to find at the thrift store, but you know, they're all sucked out of there. You know, real 60s, 70s stuff. Whole tub full of it. We don't really sell that kind of stuff, or try not to, but you know, boxes of it make somebody's day, because there's definitely money to be made in that. or an entire wardrobe to be had if that's your style. JANOME is the name on that. Sewing machine, American commemorative panels, postal service, commemorative stamps with information on there. That is, what is it with the plastic guitar? Ovation, applause, vintage scarves. Alright, yeah, not a lot of furniture. Or hardly any. It's cool for us, and we, people are leaving bids too, so maybe just a few pieces of furniture, not feces of furniture. At a time might be the way to go. Ugh. And guys, everybody wear your masks. Please, wear your masks. Stay away from people. Get along with each other. Respect each other's points of view, since this has become such a weird thing. But it sucks, man, because I don't even know what's going on. And I guess, people are, there's non-mask wearing, and there's commotion of people arguing about it. And, everybody's supposed to wear their masks here. But this isn't the place to debate it or whatever. Those are just the rules, and we have to follow the rules. And anyway, please. So vinyl records, several boxes of those. I was gonna say this isn't really showing you much, and then there's some stuff in there. Couple more. You'll just have to come down and go through them yourself. I think the light does work on that, or he thought it did. Vaughn still has to mess with it. There is Fort Apache and some stuff in there. And I cannot see. Let's see if I can zoom in with this thing. I guess not. I don't want to mess anything up. Whose signature that is, but you can't just go around drawing Bugs Bunny and numbering it and signing it. I don't think. Maybe you can. That looks old. Huh. Cowboy Sequence 1, 1986, Patricia D. Duncan. Pretty neat. Some kind of quackery. Looks like this is cool. World War II military stuff. There's Marine stuff. Nice little flat file metal. Huge box of ephemera and photos and postcards. All of that is really hot right now. Ephemera, not necessarily down here at the auction, but people who they're coming down here and buying ephemera and selling it and making some freaking money. A couple of guys signed it. That's all some big names, Kansas City Blues and Jazz in there. There you go. That's cool. Nice shape. This is all pretty neat stuff over here. I think this little area over here gets underrated. As people are moving on, and there's always cool stuff over there. So here's the art cart. More art on the wall. Tell you what, let's just stick with art for now. I'll walk down the whole wall and then walk back up. I know it's hard to get exact subject matter from this vantage point, but you do get the idea of size and color and all that. And again, look at the preview, the photos. It'll all be in there, in theory. Should be. Wall's looking good. Wall's looking good to me. There's some kind of designer hotel stuff up there, which we don't really like to get, but there's some other really good stuff too. So yeah, like I was saying, animation, a lot of animation in this auction. The guys went through a lot of stuff setting this up, and it wasn't easy work. They're really good. You know, we're all kind of maybe get on each other's nerves sometimes down here, but we are a band of brothers and sisters. We lucky few. Or if you have toughed out a Thursday night auction with me, then you are my brother. I guess that applies to many customers as well. An old box of repro trays. I mean, well, some of them might be real. I don't know. Doesn't look that like it, but that's kind of cool. If Matt would want that for Southside, maybe I'll remember to tell him. Probably will not. Southside Bar and Grill, 103rd and State Line. My good buddy Matt owns it. Best pizza in Kansas City. They could use your support during all this crap. Matt's cool. Matt and Ann Juarez, Father Juarez's niece. So, just a good bunch of people. Good food, like kind of upscale bar food, I guess you'd say. There is that loom I was talking about earlier. And then look at this big shelf, rolling shelf, full of, I guess these are all cells. A lot of them are signed and have information on the back if you take them out of there. So I'll do my best to show these to you real quick. The angle I'm at, I can't really see this picture very well. I think they might be getting blurry. It might be getting too close to them. So there's going to only be so much I can do, but there are a bunch of them and they're little. And they're super cute, and they're decently framed, you know. Most of them just have black frames, so it's not like it's some crazy frame that you're gonna have to replace anyway. Painted black frame works just about anywhere that you would want to hang something like this up, I would think. So there's a lot of them. This could be something. Hopefully it makes her night. Back here in furniture land. I'll probably bring as much as all of the furniture has brought lately. No, furniture, a few pieces really popped recently, but furniture's a pain. Show of hands, who has NFM on their credit report? I bet 95% of the hands went up. I do. Hard not to. Okay, I'm babbling. Moving on. But I hope I'm at least being somewhat entertaining. Put that phone. I'll just do a lap around this whole table. Why not? Make a good time. More old pictures. Dudes, buy them now while they're out and about. I don't know what the deal is, but people are buying them. Like I said, they're not going crazy high here, but these people are talking about how they're taking them and just selling them and making cha-ching. So maybe you could do the same. I don't know. That's killer. Somebody went to the county fair, won that. That thing's cool. I'd put that up front all by itself. Not that it would have necessarily meant that it did any better, but just because I thought it was cool. There's some more metal detectors. You could replace your auction obsession with metal detecting obsession. Rebel, US Rebel, solid. That's what I had. I used to be a reporter for the Smithville Herald. Maybe a lot of you didn't know that. Some of you did. That was the camera they gave us. That was a long time ago, though. But yeah, it was fun. Smithville's nice, I guess, Kind of a drive every day. Yeah, so lots of these retro play Masters of the Universe. I mean, you're not going to find a new one. Buy that one and actually play with it. I get, oh, Christmas. Christmas, 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 Christmas. Right around the corner. Christmas is right around the corner. What do you got? Oh.
That Picasso.
Yeah, look at that. That's.
See that?
Oh, that's badass. Yeah. Huh. Is that old? I don't think it's old. Whatever. It's pretty cool. Little satchel. Little Izod satchel.
You were cool if you had that gator on your shirt.
Uh-huh. There's a North Face. Shoe. What size? Medium.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice. Yeah, heck yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm not opposed to selling clothes like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
good stuff.
Stuff like.
Or military stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, rambling on. Hope you're enjoying yourselves out there in YouTube land. Or however it is that you accessed us. Please subscribe and like. We always appreciate that. Here's kind of back table stuff. There's cool stuff back there. Those bows. A thing of wire. I'm not sure what he was using it for, but it's ready to roll. There's a lot of stuff around here. I thought this was a decent brand. I can't make it out. I'm sorry. Arabia, maybe? Made in Italy. Made somewhere. I remember it was made somewhere interesting. Found recently not to really overlook things like that because they do have value and their quality and they work well. Here's one of those turntables that you can record your albums on your computer. These are basically, well, there's some bad guy hats, but they're basically all Royals hats in there. There's a couple Super Bowl cushions. It's fun freaking stuff. A bunch of tools. Mantle cloth. Just basically some big lots of good stuff. This is kind of back here is resellers. Do a bunch of grease guns. You know, too bad they weren't more cleaned up. There's some mid-century table legs. You know, if you sell that furniture and you're moving it around, you bust one of those off of there. There you have one. It may not be perfect, but in this box, all this silver plate, pottery barn thing. I don't know. This is that plastic mesh. It's maybe African. There's some wood block print. There's a wood block print. There was some Kansas City stuff in here too. Yeah. Freaking Minor Park. Cameras. Another 35mm SLR, video camera, a couple of digis in there. There's this guy. Home contractor. It's like this thing, I guess you point it across the room and it tells you how much, you know, square footage and all that good stuff. It's pretty. I know some of my friends, her girls would love to have that kind of stuff in their house, but maybe you think it's going to be too expensive. It's probably not. It's starting to get a little weird over here. A bunch of white stuff. Restaurant or something? More ephemera, warranty deed, maybe some stock certificates in there. Some great stuff on this table. A lot of times this stuff will get moved up front, but you know, not every time. But I mean, look at that. It's cool. It's a neat little piece. It's kind of, you know, falling out of there, but this guy gives me $150 a week to set up his table, his own table. So I let him do it. Anybody else want to do it for $150 a week? You can set up your own table. I guess I'm only half joking on that. That might not be a bad idea. Okay. Hey, love you guys. Stay safe out there. Please wear your freaking masks. Hopefully nuclear bomb doesn't go off or something in the next couple of days. Kind of all out of our hands, isn't it? All right. We'll see you. Have a good night.